Everybody, you know the drill. It's another episode of Couch Convos. Thank you for showing up. Come sit down, baby, on the couch. Pop a squat. Let's talk about some things. Welcome to another episode of Couch Convos. Thank y'all for having me in your house, in your office, in the car, wherever you are. Thanks for joining me. Let's chill. If you in the car, don't chill too much. Pay attention. But we have it's just a few things that I wanted to talk about today in today's episode. I really wanted to start off with the fact because I wanted to dote. Of course, in Couch Convos, it's just, relaxing time that I have with you guys to talk about things that go on in my life and the relative things that go on in the world that pertain to stuff that I like. Meaning, I'm a parent, so I like to talk about things pertaining to kids and parenting, and even I'll, give you some of the situations that go on in my life. Of course, I like to talk about gossip. I try to watch TV. I try to keep updated on what's going on in the world and music, obviously. But yeah, I wanted to dote on my baby. I'm a first-time parent and I'm new at this stuff because she's 5 years old. But I went to open house today and that teacher said, listen, your baby is the best. They did a little test or whatever just to see where they were at. And my baby got the highest scores in math. And I was like, oh my goodness, thank you. Because I don't want to be the one. If Johnny had 2 apples, I didn't want to be that mother or whatever. And then of course I'm working on patience and I'm working on learning stuff myself. Listen, I don't want to learn no math. I don't want to learn this new math, this newfangled shit they got going on. Because when I was in school, they said carry the one and then just add and subtract and multiply and all that stuff. But for some reason, they've added a couple of extra steps and formulas and equations and alphabets and letters and all those and symbols and shit. I don't know none of that. I really don't care to figure it out. If I have to do it on my kids' behalf, I'd rather just not. I just teach me. Teach me this new shit. I don't know. You better have paid attention in class, baby, because I don't know this new math. I can't help. Mama can't help you. That's why you pay attention. I teach my baby you pay attention because I don't know this new shit. All right. But I just wanted to dote on my baby because she's so smart. She's so inquisitive and she's very outgoing, and it's a weird ass combination between me and her because I'm an introvert. I show up to the world as an extrovert, but I'm an introvert. And she's obviously an extrovert. And it takes a little balance or whatever, because I was one of the people before having her that really didn't too much care for kids. When I saw them in Walmart just running around, bouncing and fighting air and stuff like that, I really didn't too much care to be one of the parents that was chasing after them little motherfuckers. I really didn't want to do that. But she's a good kid and we get along great and we have conversations. She actually is on my second TikTok. I have one for obviously me and the music, and then I have one for the podcast and the parenting. So I will go ahead and link that. If you're a parent, go ahead and follow me on TikTok. It's at Eyeshia _. But yeah, I'll put that in the description for the parents or whatever, because she's a very outgoing kid and I've realized that she loves the camera and, she just wants to be a part of stuff that I'm a part of. And as long as it's tasteful, as long as, ain't not getting too out of hand or whatever, it's definitely a goal for me. I want, for her to be seen and for her to be heard, because some of the stuff that goes on in the house and some of the stuff that she says, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. I got microphones just so we can have conversations, so I can have it on record. Like, this girl really said this stuff. Anyway, I'm just glad that, I'm alive to, see, because I would have been one of the ones that have a kid, settle down, you know what, at 80 years old. Listen, I guess it's time for me to have a kid. And I don't even know what the hell to do. Just like Mitch asked, going around here acting like he got it all together and he can't even process a full sentence. Man, did y'all see that? Mitch, the motherfucking glitch McConnell. At this point, I don't even have any questions for Mitch. It's whoever is sending Mitch's ass to these public events with cameras, knowing that it's a possibility that he's going to factory reset again in front of the cameras. We already have an eye on you, Mitch. That dude couldn't even, I just don't believe there's any data left in there. He has like 1 gigabyte left. And every time they go out, they ask him 5 gigabytes worth of questions and he just goes poo. Like it's a wrap. Why are y'all putting him in front of the camera if y'all already know that something is wrong with him? The fact that they try to, and this is the reason why I can't stand or can't trust the government, because for the sake of trying to make it seem like ain't nothing wrong, you risk something like this. This nigga just glitched out in July at Capitol Hill. Just glitched out. And at the end of August, you gonna do this again? All he asked you, it wasn't even a hard question that caused this man to lose his whole brain. Like his brain just went down to the floor, and you could tell that he was looking for the answer. And before the softies just get up in here, oh my goodness, we got to make sure he's okay, health, all that stuff. We pray that his health is all right. But at the same time, damn it, this dude is 80 something years old in Senate, making big ass decisions for America. So yeah, you gonna catch this heat, bro. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? We can't feels fine this away, because you sat there and I actually believe there's something, I don't want to say stroking out, but it looks stroke-ish. I'm just saying, it looks seizure-ish. I'm not a professional, but I've seen some of that stuff happen, and it's just like, and ironically, the question was, are you retiring or are you going to run again, or something to that effect? And of course, he had that reaction. I'm like, I think he just answered our question. And who was this chick that came up in there trying to make it seem like it was all right when obviously it was not? Woman, ma'am, are you the nurse? Because that's what he needs. Y'all stop putting his ass in front of the camera just to try to make it seem like, oh, he got it together. The government is okay. The Senate is possible. No, this nigga, he's a dinosaur, a fossil walking around in a bag of skin. Put that man in the house and leave him there. Not the government house. Put him in his house and go find somebody else that know what the hell they doing, that got a little bit of vivation. Is vivation a word? Hold on. Did I just make up a word, y'all? Give some tenacity. Give them a little bit of youth. So find somebody like that. And then Joe Biden was asked about it. He was like, that's my friend, and I'm going to try to get in contact. Shut up, Joe, because we got our eyes on you too. You are one more trip, hop, skip away from us putting you in the same category as Mitch. Quit playing with us. And because, damn it, now, that's just that now. Y'all just doing a little bit too much, and it's just a little bit too hoppity skippity. Okay, everything's fine. Y'all try to everything's fine us to death. No, Mitch is not there. He has no more memory. The dude has no more memory. He's 81 years old. The dude has lived a good life. Go give him a rocking chair, sit him down, let him be with his family, and let him chill. He doesn't remember. He probably didn't even know what the hell he was. Hell, and that was your comedy section for today. Get Mitch ass up out of here. We tired of him. We tired of the excuses. We don't want to hear no more excuses. All right, just sit his ass down somewhere and give him a beverage. All right. So I was watching on to more semi-serious topic, because this is like one of the least serious ever TV shows that we have out here now, but it brings up a serious principle. And it's not even principle. It is principle. It's kind of common sense and principle, because we always FUBU. But Love and Hip Hop, Erica Mena and Spice. If you haven't watched Love and Hip Hop, don't. But I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you the bits and pieces that we need to know for this specific point I'm about to make. So, Erica Mena is a Latina, and she was brought to us, I believe, actually the first season of Love and Hip Hop. I'm lying. Maybe the second season. Second season of Love and Hip Hop New York. She was one of the vets and she came in, of course, swinging and, just trying to get her spot, right? Spice came in a little bit later, a lot of bit later, actually. But here we have Mighty morphed into Erica Mena is divorced. She has 2 kids by Safari. She is bitter. She's upset. She, and not to say that she doesn't have a right to be. Not to say that she doesn't have a right to be. Safari kind of put her through it, even though Safari, I believe, is her karma. But Spice is one of those people. Spice also is a single mother. And I'm not sure about her marital status or whatever. I don't think she's ever brought that up. But I just know that she's a single mother and her single parenting has been brought up on the show. So Erica and Spice got into it over the fact that Spice wasn't really giving Erica the not attention, but the grace that Erica thought that she should be giving her. So they sat down, they were kind of beefing. They sat down and they started getting into an argument. Now, these kids, Erica Mena has 2 children. No, I'm lying. Erica Mena has 3 children, 2 of which we know because obviously Safari is their father and they've been brought up on this TV show. One of them we were introduced to briefly in the very beginning of Love and Hip Hop. He's the son of Erica. He's the eldest child. And apparently they don't have a good relationship or they don't have a close relationship, allegedly. Erica states that it's because he doesn't want to be in the limelight. And the first time that she put him in the limelight, it affected him negatively. I don't understand why, because he was only in like 1 episode. It was 1 scene for 1 episode, her telling him that she was getting married to Bow Wow. Maybe the embarrassment of it all got to him because Erica has been basically showing her ass on national TV, acting dumb, being super aggressive, wanting to fight everybody, acting stupid like she ain't got nothing to lose. And yeah, that might embarrass me too. So the embarrassment of it all may have affected their relationship. But who am I? I don't know them. This is what she said, so we'll go with it. So Erica stating, I have Safari's put me through it, and all of these kids, child support, he doesn't give enough, and blah, blah, blah. So Spice basically says, girl, you act like you're the only one that done been through some shit. Now, Spice really got aggressive. I'm not gonna lie, Spice. Well, no, she didn't get aggressive. She's Jamaican. They are naturally aggressive. But what she was telling Erica was like, girl, you're not the only one that's a single parent out here divorced. You're acting like you're the first person that's ever got divorced that's been left with kids to raise. Like, I've been doing it for 14 years. That's what Spice said. Erica, of course, she got a one-upper. Well, I've been doing it for 16 years. And this is where it got kind of gray area-ish, right? So Spice retorts, she says, and your son don't even like you or something to that effect. And it doesn't, the conversation doesn't get too far until Erica flips the table over. I'm not going to lie, that wasn't a small table to flip over. There wasn't a small table at all. Erica flips the table over and they get to, having verbal fisticuffs, almost physical fisticuffs, of course, but the security jumps in to stop it. And after all the melee, once they get them separated and Erica is out of the building, Erica calls Spice a blue monkey. Now, here is where the principle and the issue and the principle coincide, and we're going to start this. I gave you, the facts, and here's what I'm going to talk about and how I feel about it. Way too often, because I'm hearing some echoes of Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives. These Latinas come in, and of course, I'm black, I love black dudes, and I love black culture, and I love this, black, African American. However, it's always for black people until you're against or in argument with black people. Once you start, and then you start calling those, those cheap shots, that low hanging fruit. Some stuff is just low hanging fruit. You don't even have to go there. Everybody knows when you call a black person a Jamaican, a dark, and Spice is dark skin, a dark skinned individual, a monkey. You know what type of image or what type of thing that you're trying to put out. You know what you're doing. Especially if you've been around black people. Erica's children's father is black. He's Jamaican. So you know what you're doing. So it's just, and two things can be true. Spice did go way too far with the kid, even though, because, Erica, of course, don't ever talk about my son. She really wasn't talking about your son. She was talking about the fact that he doesn't like you because you do shit like this. But we could say it's semantics. She talked about her. She talked about him. She talked of him. She spoke around him. Okay, we could say that. She did go far enough. But when someone is upset with you, and the first thing that you bring up is something like that, you've been thinking that stuff. Like when people get upset, like, cause I even take this, in my personal life, if somebody get upset with me and they bring up stuff that I ain't never heard of before, oh, you've been holding that in. You've been waiting to say that. You've been waiting for a moment to say something like that, huh? And they show you their true colors in argument when they know they can't win. Like you, and there's so much that we could have spoke about Spice, but she was wearing blue. And of course, Spice is known for wearing outlandish colors. She's known for wearing bright colors. She's a dark-skinned woman. So, there's a lot of things that you could have doted on: her music, her accent, her weight, anything like that. But you chose that. And I will say this because there was on Basketball Wives, because I mentioned Evelyn Lozada. And Basketball Wives, it's another reality TV show that you probably don't need to watch. I'm not going to go into that. I was going to say that's one of the reasons why I stopped watching it. I get this stuff off of, what is that? The Shade Room. And then I look into it. However, that's one of the reasons why, because it's like we'll do that and we'll watch something like that happen. Evelyn Lozada did that with OG on Basketball Wives, on an episode of Basketball Wives, and they tried to talk it off just because she was popular. Like they tried, oh, it's okay, she didn't do that. Yes, the hell she did. She was talking about like how aggressive she was and blah 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 blah. And Evelyn Lozada, do y'all remember when Basketball Wives first came out and Evelyn threw that wine bottle at another female to hit her? Not in the vicinity, but she threw it at that girl. The same girl that jumped over a table to try to fight someone was telling OG that she was aggressive because she said stuff like that. And they'll try to like talk it down as if, and I'm waiting to see if Evelyn responds to that. Maybe she's too busy, working on the fact that she just got out of jail for trying to fight security guards in a club with her friends and then getting her friends put in jail just because they trying to like stick up for you. It's just folks like that with really. Evelyn has nothing to lose, or else she wouldn't be acting the way that she acts in public. I can't be with nobody. And when I tell you I can't be with nobody that has nothing to lose, because I'm not trying to go to jail with you. I want to be known for what I do and not for spazzing out every time somebody, make you mad. Like, you don't have nothing to lose. Like, you don't have anything going for yourself. You just want to just spaz out and fuck it up for the rest of the night for everybody, you and everybody around you. She literally had Bambi and Zale, I think that's his name, Bambi and Zale in jail because of her. I'm not sure if Bambi don't went to jail before. I'm not sure if Bambi or Zell don't went to jail before. And if they had not, this is their first time because of somebody else. Hell no. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey beans. Now, one of the last things I wanted to talk about, I don't know how long this is going to be because I really don't care too much about the topic. But like I said, it's all about principle. It's mostly about principle. However, the topic is a little bit juicy. Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey and this rumor or alleged, or actually, I think a little bit of it is the rumor. I think the rumor is that they were divorcing over it. I don't believe, to be honest, I'm not going to put it past someone like Marjorie Harvey to be out there dibbling and dabbling with a dude that look good. I'm not. She seems like the type, especially since the history that she has meeting Steve. If you haven't heard, there were rumors that were going around that Marjorie was caught infidelity scandal, between Steve and Marjorie, with the onus being on Marjorie cheating with their driver or one of the security guards or something like that. And that they were getting divorced. Now, Steve has come out saying, we good. Now, I'm not sure if he actually said they weren't getting divorced, but if you ask me, they ain't getting divorced. Steve ain't going nowhere. He probably done cheated too. But so if we look at the history, let's start from now. Everybody, of course, Steve has this TV show where he gives relationship advice and he tells women do this, not that. He tells women how men are and what they should and shouldn't be doing and blah, 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 blah. It's not so much as misogynistic, but he's just, being little Oliver Van Zandt Jr. with, how relationships go to women, giving his seems like semi-expert opinion on relationships and what women are doing. He even wrote the book Think Like a Man. So it once you look at the history as far as it's concerned with Steve and relationships, you start to have questions about why people are listening to him in the first place. And of course, some would say, he's had 3 marriages, 2 divorces, so he would know. He has the expertise. He's been there, done that. However, if every wife that you leave is because you cheated on them with the next wife, I don't even know if I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't. So if I was trying to learn chess from a chess master that cheated and won every game because they cheated, I really don't know if I want to be that type of chess champion. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I would rather just do it myself at that point. Do some book knowledge or something, just not his book. Marjorie, Steve Harvey's first wife was Marcia Harvey. They married in 1981. And of course, he cheated on her, allegedly, with Steve's second wife, Mary Shackelford. I could be flubbing that. I could be making that up. Now, both of those women he left with kids. One was a son, one was twins. Both of those he left with kids, and then the second wife, of course, I think they were estranged or something like. No, they weren't estranged. It was the first wife. It's too much. It's too much detail. Y'all can go on YouTube, at Google, TikTok. There's so much about him out there, but his life story is there. I just don't know the exact details. But the way that he met Marjorie, of course, he was at a comedy show, still married, mind you. He was at a comedy show. She came in late and he saw her. Ooh, that's going to be mine right there. Blah, 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 blah. And they got together. They started messing around. Now, it's alleged from, well, that's not alleged. She said it. His second wife, Mary, she said that Marjorie would call their house. And if Mary picked up, Marjorie would be like, oh, I'm checking on my application for a job, bitch. Girl, see, that's why I feel like that could have been possible. And then of course Steve has also said that they have been together, separated, got back together. So it very well could have happened in that span of time. But that's what let me know that you capable of some shit like that. And then I wouldn't even be mad at you because that's a little bit of karma. You feel me? On Steve's part. But we never know. And to be honest, because people have made it such a big deal, to be honest, and I'm assuming we don't care. We don't care. Like, who really, if Steve and Marjorie get divorced today, God forbid, because I don't wish for the dissolution of their marriage, of course, for no reason. But if they were to get, knock on wood, divorced today, who gonna be hurt? Outside of them and their close family. Don't nobody care. The only reason that we talk about it so much, and Steve cannot just get upset with us, the viewers, and all of that, is because you've doted on this woman. You've doted on your stepchild, because I haven't really seen your actual kids, not the twins, especially not the twins. We haven't really seen your actual kids. You dote more on Lori than you do any of the other kids. You dote so much on these women, and then you give so much advice to women that you can't even handle your own in the house. You thought we was gonna let that slide? We're not gonna let that slide. And well, I'm saying we. I don't care. It's a hot topic, and it's interesting because to me, it's like your history, just like Erica Mena, your history is catching up on you. Now, it's not catching up on you to the effect of Erica because, he put her through it. Steve possibly could have gone through some type of, depression or whatever. They probably had some issues. I'm sure they had issues, of course, if that's the case, if that's true. But Steve ain't really. It's Steve and Marjorie too up there. We can't touch them like that. Like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? I don't think it's stopping any of his bags or anything like that. However, he did come out and tell us, mind your business. We good over here. Don't worry about none of this. And that's what I'm talking about. You handle your stuff in-house. That's what I like about relationships, all of that stuff. Handle that mess in-house. It's not for the public. It's not for the public. But I really, listen, if something come out about any of that, like in the near future, because all you have to do is get on YouTube or TikTok and you can find the deepest, darkest depths of whatever somebody done conjured up and looked up and found some facts and hidden histories and whatever. I'm sure it's in there. I would actually, no, I don't give a damn. I was about to say I would actually like to know. I don't care. If I see it though, I'm gonna watch the video. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna watch the video. Because shit, we just as messy as anybody else. And it's not that we don't like to see people's relationship flourish or whatever, but damn, Steve, you talked a lot of mess to these women for yours not, to be all that. I'm just saying. No issue. It's no issue. Listen, I wanted to, for the music lovers, I am looking for a new playlist. I want to, gather more ideas and just look into other stuff. Because, like us as creators, if you are a musician, a singer, anything that deals with music, you have to like look outside the box just to get something new. If I'm looking into R&B everything R&B and everything that sounds the same, of course, I'm going to end up sounding like everybody else. The way my brain works, is I have to go outside of the box to bring elements from everything I know and just put it in a little cauldron, boil, toil and trouble and all that bullshit and stuff like that, just to come up with something new. I don't want to sound like everybody else. If that was the case, I can do karaoke, baby. But I would like for people to do, if you're listening, baby, give me a playlist or give me an artist that you're listening to that's different. I want to hear some different stuff because I have some stuff in the works. But thank you for joining me for another episode of Couch Convos. I am Eyeshia, and if you are watching on YouTube, you can definitely follow me on my social medias, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. And of course, you can get the audio directly from the website, or you can go on all the streaming platforms, Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all of those, anywhere you find podcast at, you can definitely download those from there. I will have everything linked in the description below. Now, if you are not watching on YouTube, you're listening to me from the website, Buzzsprout website, or if you are listening on Apple, Spotify, and those streaming platforms, find me on YouTube. Give me a like and subscribe. Put some comments down there if you have any updates or if I got any of the facts wrong. Go ahead, correct me, boo. I would love to interact with you guys. I love to, talk to you, spread the love and all of those things. Thank you for joining me again. And it's Eyeshia. Peace.